This is the instructional video for applying your new public witnessing cart prints on your existing literature cart sign.
First thing you have to do is remove the old decal. You should be able to grab it in the corner with your fingernail, and it should just pull right off. Now sometimes you'll leave glue residue behind. To remove that, this is a brand we use, Goo Gone. It's a citrus-based solvent that will not hurt the plastic. Spray it on, let it sit. Use your paper towels, wipe it off. When you're done doing that though, it'll always leave a residue. You gotta get the residue off. What you want to use is soapy water, just a few drops of Joy, and a whole container of water. Spray that on. Use your paper towels. Wipe it fairly aggressively. You're going to have to get that film off. And you probably have to do that 2 to 3 times. Once it's all clean, it's time to apply the decal. Easiest way to do it, if you have a little white edge like this, that has to be off the sign. If it's cut right to the edge, you can butt it to the edge of the plastic and just feel it's tight. But with the white edge, you got to come off of it a little bit. Both sides, top. Use your masking tape. 2 small pieces to start. Get it close. Tack the corners. Again, take note of how much is overhanging. Feel that. You want that all the way around. Once you get it where you want it, tape measure. Make sure they're almost equal. If they're a little bit off, nobody's going to care. That is all but perfect. You've already got it tacked in place. If it wasn't perfect, pick one of them, move it up or down until it is perfect. Which now I got to check again. Once it's perfect again, you're creating a tape hinge like that. When we send you your first order, we're going to include a squeegee. Use the felt side. Do not push hard because you can scratch the surface. You'll want to push fairly lightly. You're going to peel this back, take away the backer paper. This is the adhesive side. If you're right-handed, hold it with your left hand, use a squeegee in your right hand. If you're left-handed, do the opposite. Start in the center, push up and away. You're pushing the air out, this way and this way. I'm not putting a ton of pressure, but enough that I'm making the adhesive grab the plastic. Once you get toward the end, that's popped up a little, push it out. When you're done, lightly go over the whole thing again. Peel off the tape. Sometimes when you pull the tape, this edge will come up a little bit. Rub it again. Now you got this little edge that's sticking off. Best if you can use a fairly long razor blade. Lay the blade tight against the plastic. Don't turn it into the plastic, you'll cut the plastic. And drag it. This is why if you get it cut to the edge and you can butt it right up evenly, you don't have to make that trim. You need to trim all sides that are overhanging. Now it's easier to start on an open end with the knife. This doesn't have one. So start in the middle. Bring it in. And do the same thing the other direction. Now when you're all done, you may have some air bubbles. The adhesive that's on the back side is an air release. If you see an air bubble, you can take your thumb and usually just push it out. If you have trouble with that, Use a needle or a small pin. If I can find an air bubble, here's a small one. Just put it right in the middle, then take your fingernail and rub it. It'll come out. If you look very closely, you can see the black dot of the plastic through it. So when you do your air bubble, if you can do it right on the edge of two colors or out in the middle of the graphic, somewhere where the edge of the air bubble will be where two colors meet, it hides the pinhole better. That's pretty much how you apply it. Now, if you have a double-sided sign, you need to, first of all, a piece of tape. Make sure you put it on the right side. It's very easy to flip it like this and put it in the same place, and your sign will be upside down. So, the side that's black, put a piece of tape. That way you don't put it in the wrong place. Clean the surface, like we did before, with the soapy water. Make sure there's no dust on it. Wipe it down thoroughly. If you have to strip it, same routine, and apply it that way. Now, when you start to work on this side, the best thing to do, take your paper towels. That one's too thin to cover the whole surface. This will protect the print. Lay that on the soft paper towels because you're going to move it like this. You don't want to scratch up your face. Then start this side. That's how you change your vinyl.